Or maybe you need something to help you survive those Saturday soccer games for the kids in the fall. No matter what the situation, if you need a little extra boost of heat, I've got a great piece of gear for you. Today, I'm gonna be reviewing this heated vest from Venustas. I'm gonna go over how it performed for me, what I liked, what I didn't like, and talk about why I think everybody should be adding one of these to your wardrobe, no matter what kind of outdoor activities you might be into. Except for maybe scuba diving. But other than that, let's dive in.
Hooray!
Hey y'all, my name is Adam and this is Dad Camps. And I'm just a dad who likes to get outdoors with my kids and talk about all the gear that goes with it. If that sounds fun to you too, please hang out and subscribe. All right, so Venustas sent me this vest. This is not sponsored by Venustas or anything like that. They just sent me this for a gear review. And I've never owned one of these before. They've been popular in the equestrian world for a while now. I know that from my wife, who is much more involved in the equestrian world. Apparently these are quite common in that industry, but I'm not quite sure why they haven't taken hold in the outdoor recreation hiking world yet, because I'm here to tell you this thing can be a game changer. You may have seen the ads for these on Instagram before. Venustas makes a variety of heated clothing and accessories, chairs, things like that. And I'll put the link in the description below if you want to go check out their website. But let's talk a little bit about what this thing can do. It has 3 heated zones, one on the top front, one on the top left, and on the center in the back. Again, there's different models and different versions. Some of them have extra heated zones in the pockets or on the, kind of abdomen section. And it runs off of a battery pack that is located on an interior pocket here. Let me pull that out.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
And looks just like this, and it unplugs like so, and you can see the battery indicator right there. This is the 7.4 volt model, which is a 4800 milliamp battery. You can also opt for larger battery pack options. They have a 12 volt option that operates some of their larger clothing with the additional heating zones and things like that. And they also have battery pack models that go up to 10,000 milliamp. So this one on the low setting, I believe it gives you about a 9-hour runtime. So let's go over those settings real quick. Plug this back in, pop that back in the pocket there. And the vest is operated from this little button right here, and you hold it down until you see that red light there. And the red light indicates that it is heating up. Yeah, you can see the little flashing red there means that it's heating up. I can already feel it heating up. It's pretty amazing. Instantly feeling heat in the heating zones. Let's see, in this model, I believe it has 4 heating zones. Let's see, because it's got left and right chest, back, upper back, and then I believe the collar as well is getting hot. And then there's 3 different settings you can set it on. Okay, so there's the blue, which is the lowest mode, the least amount of heat. There's the red, which is the high, and the white, which is medium. And if you're on the blue mode, then that's where you could get the 9-hour runtime before you have to recharge or swap out the battery if you wanted to purchase extra batteries. Sizing wise, I would say these run a little bit big, or maybe true to the size. This is a size large, and a lot of clothing I wear an extra large. I'm 6'2". Obviously there's no sleeves on this, so I don't have to worry about the length of the arms, but it is a little bit baggy, which is kind of nice with this kind of style of vest, but I'd say this one fits me really well. Like I said, is the large. The sleeves are cut fairly tight. Obviously, it's a little hard to find clothing to fit around all these bulging muscles, but you get the idea. But I think that it's a little bit tight in order to kind of keep in the heat. There's a little bit of a stretchiness right there, and I think it's designed so that it's kind of trapping that heat inside the vest there. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off because I'm going to start sweating in here. And to turn it off, you just have to hold it down until the light goes off and you're good to go. So I took this thing out on a camping trip a couple weeks ago, and man, it was just so nice to have this underneath my windbreaker, it just felt like I was like walking around with the warmth of a campfire on me. So if you're the type of person that kind of can get chilly or get cold, and but you enjoy sitting out by the campfire or getting outside, going camping, I think this thing is a fantastic option to give you that little extra boost of warmth when you need it. It definitely can run out of batteries. I'm guessing I had it on high, and it probably lasted a few hours. I didn't time it exactly, but a few hours of runtime on the high heat. So not too bad, that could last you for an evening, and then you could recharge it overnight. I love this as an option to wear on those days where it's like you don't quite know if it's going to be chilly or cold. I live in the high desert, so we get lots of those days where it's a 50-degree swing in temperature, where you start off in the morning in the 30s and you end up with a high of 80 degrees in the afternoon. And then it gets cold again after dark. Sometimes you're kind of always guessing if I'm going to need an extra jacket or not. And so this gives a great option. You could have a vest, you could have short sleeves on during the day or something like that if it was a little bit warmer. But then when it gets chilly, kick the little heat on, you're going to be good to go. There are 2 zippered pockets on each side of this. So nice little storage compartment there. There is also a storage compartment on the inside where the battery goes, which zips up as well to completely contain the battery, so that's not going to fall out. The outside has got this soft, nice fleece, and the inside has this more slick material on the front and the back, kind of where the heating zones are. The collar is all fleece. When they ship it to you, it comes in this little carrying bag. It is a eco-friendly bag for you to reuse for your next adventure. So I don't know, a little funny. I'm not sure when you're gonna like repack it back in the bag to take it on an adventure versus just putting it in your backpack. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what I like and what I don't like. I feel like I keep touching myself on the chest, and that looks awkward. I'll try not to do that. Anyway, like I kind of spoke to earlier, I really like the versatility of it. I like being able to have it just in case. I could see using this on a pretty harsh winter environment, on a winter hike, out snowshoeing or something like that. Be able to turn it on if you stop and get cold, turn it off if you're hiking and you're getting sweaty and hot. But it's great for those chilly evenings around the fire, or even just working out in the yard and you need a little bit extra warmth. Helps you kind of stay nice and cozy and be willing to kind of get out into the weather. A couple kind of cons or things I don't love about it is if it cuts off on you, you're gonna get really cold. So, it's kind of like if you're right by the campfire and you walk away, you suddenly feel a lot colder. So you kind of just need to be aware of that. If you're, running out of battery, if you've got the heat cranked up and then it cuts off on you, you're going to feel much colder all of a sudden. Be prepared for that. Make sure that you do have some other kind of clothing if need be, if it really is a winter environment. I really like the look and feel of the vest overall. I don't really love the large brand name right on the front or the light up button on the front of the vest. I prefer that kind of be on the inside or something like that. It's a little bit weird to be walking around with, a blue light on your chest or something. I feel like they could put that just right on the inside. You could easily see what level you've got it set to, and it'd be just as easy to be able to access it. But as you can see, it's not too bad. It does say on the directions that it needs to be washed inside of a specific bag for it to be washed in, which they don't include with the product. I'd much rather see them include that instead of shipping this with it, which seems very marginally useful. I'd rather than ship it with the actual bag that you need to wash it in. And obviously you have to make sure you remove the battery pack before washing. And the last thing I don't really love is the positioning of the battery pack. You definitely kind of feel it when you're walking around. It kind of weighs down on the front and it sits right here on your stomach. And you feel it in the pocket when you put your hand in. It's right there, and it kind of weighs it down a little bit. I feel like there could be a little bit better positioning of that somewhere, like put it on the side or something like that. I'm not sure, but you can kind of mitigate that a little bit you could remove the battery pack and keep it in your pocket, if that's easier, or in your car or something like that, and then only put it in if you do need the extra heat. And like I mentioned, go check out their website. They have a number of different products that they make, where they also have like a heated down jacket or a down vest, heated gloves, things like that. A whole line of products that look really cool and interesting. I hope to get to check out more of their products in the future. Honestly, I think this makes for a really great gift. I think it's something that a lot of, you know, outdoor type people don't have already. And so I think if you're looking for a good gift for another outdoorsy person in your life, I think this is something pretty unique and cool that people would really love, but they may not actually buy for themselves. Something to keep in mind, you know, come Christmas time. All right, well, thanks for watching. If this is helpful, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that really helps me out. And if you're interested in pairing this with the best puffy jacket that I've ever found, check out this video right here. And don't forget, you got this, Dad.